How's it going, everybody? It's Mike from Seattle here. We're going to be doing a subscriber question today. So Hunter Norris on one of my most recent videos asked, "Hey Mike, caught you just in time while I'm on break. Good video outlining your house hacking and some beginning steps for saving up. I've watched for a while throughout you getting your loans and stuff for your duplex, but since you're still new at it, I have a couple questions you may be able to help answer. Perhaps you can make a video on or just discuss it here." First question, how does the leasing process work and differ between a duplex and renting out a single family home? Second question, what taxes and fees are associated with your duplex regarding your HOA, homeowners association? When scouring the market, do you get in touch with a real estate agent first or just look for a prospective house on Zillow or realtor.com? So great questions, Hunter Norris, and thank you first and foremost for watching my videos. If you are subscribed to me already, I'm sorry. And if you're thinking about smashing the like button, just don't. It's a terrible idea, please. Let's answer your question. So the first one was, how does the leasing process work and differ between a duplex and renting a single family home? It's going to be exactly the same, right? Whether you're using a property management company or if you're doing it yourself, it's going to be the same, right? You're going to use the same paperwork, provided these properties are like in the same state. You know, if they're in different states, there may be different paperwork. But when you go to lease out, when I go to lease out my duplex, I've got a whole list of forms that I use, as well as the lease agreement. There's like 3 or 4 addendums and then the actual lease agreement. It's going to be the same if I'm renting out a small unit, a big unit, an old unit, a new unit, a single family home, or a duplex. I'm just renting out a unit. That's all there is to it. Now, while you are going through it, for instance, in this duplex, they are going to pay for their own power, pay for their own garbage. The only thing that they're not going to pay for is their own water. So I pay for the water. Now, in a single family home, they would be paying for their own water. And inside of the lease, there's boxes you can check for what they're responsible for. So really, those are going to be your only differences. As far as the taxes and fees associated with an HOA, I don't have an HOA. I don't want to buy a property that's in an HOA. I don't like HOAs. I think that an HOA, a homeowners association, is bureaucratic red tape government at a neighborhood level that just looks to pull money out of people and really give very little back in return. Not a fan of HOAs. Me personally, I will never buy a property that's in an HOA unless I'm like a multi-millionaire and it's whatever millionaire home I'm buying in some ridiculous ritzy neighborhood and I don't care about money anymore. But until that point, when I have that type of money, no, it's not happening. Last question, do you get in touch with a real estate agent first or, in my case, I did when I bought this property. When I bought my first property, my duplex that I'm house hacking, I said, okay, I want to find a property in this area. I'm going to go ahead and go out and interview. And I interviewed about 6 different real estate agents and found the one that I thought was the most professional and would get the best results. She went out and looked around for me and she eventually brought me this property and I was able to purchase it. The house that I'm buying in the Midwest, that one I'm not going to be going through a real estate agent. That's being purchased from a turnkey provider. So what these people do is they specialize in buying distressed properties, former slumlord properties, or worn down properties potentially brought to them by wholesalers. They rehab and remodel and make these properties look beautiful. Then they put a tenant in that property and they sell it as an investment property to an investor like me. So I get to buy something that's already cash flowing with all the remodeling done on day one. I don't got to waste any of my time. Sure, those people pick up the profit of actually taking it from a lower valued house and selling it as a higher valued house, but that's fine. That's not the profit I care about. I care about monthly cash flow. I care about replacing my income with monthly cash flow. The one I'm buying out in the Midwest is going to give me about $350 a month after vacancies and maintenance in monthly cash flow. That's all I care. I don't care about the appreciation. I don't care about the wedge because none of that matters if the economy goes up, down, or sideways, so long as it's going to rent with a positive monthly cash flow. And it would have to drop a lot in rent values for me to even just break even. That's what I'm concerned of. So to answer your last question, yes and no. Depends on who you're buying, what you're buying, and where you're buying. But if you're buying your first property and you're trying to buy in your local area, then yes, you probably want to use a real estate agent to find something to house hack. They'll probably also be a little bit better at walking you through the process your first time, so you have more confidence your second time when you get the DocuSigns and the other paperwork that you have to look at and review. You'll be like, I've seen this all before, and now I don't have anyone to ask a question, but I did last time and it all looked right. I appreciate you asking this question, Hunter Norris, and hopefully I answered it all. If you got any other questions, leave them down in the comments below. To anybody else who actually watched my video, I don't know why you would waste your time. Once again, if you're thinking of smashing the like button or subscribing, don't. I'm the best kept secret on YouTube, all right? Right now, the 7 or 8 people that actually watch my videos, You get a very intimate personal relationship with me. If you like get me to blow up on here, you know what? I might end up being a sellout like Graham Stephan and Meet Kevin. The next thing you know, I'm making Fed stimulus videos left and right and credit card videos left and right. I'm somehow giving my girlfriend her own YouTube channel and starting the Mike Stephan show where I have no success. Anyways, that being said, don't like or subscribe to this. It's better if we just keep it low key. You know what I mean? Keep it on the DL. It's between you and me.